All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's vocab sort. So the first one that we're going to do is going to be finding meaning. We call this one finding meaning because you're going to have some definitions that you have to find the meaning of for these individual words. So read the directions along with me. Number one, have a blank page ready in your vocab journal and have your vocab list ready to use. Number two, number that page from 1 to 10. 3, watch the video, pause, and answer the questions in your vocab journal by writing the letters in the correct order, then write the complete sentence. It's really important that you write not only the letter or the letters in the correct order, but also the entire sentence. Part 4, bring your answers to class so that we can check them tomorrow. Alright, so we're going to choose 2 phrases to form a sentence that correctly uses a word from your vocab list. So make sure that that vocab list is out and with you. We'll do this first one together. So we have option A, become familiar with it. Option B, do it carefully. Option C, to accustom oneself to something is to. And option D, to distract oneself by doing something is to. So we can actually just start at the beginning. Well, we know that that's the end of a sentence because there's a period. We look at B, that's the end of a sentence because there's a period. If we look at C, we see the capital letter, so we immediately know that that's a sentence starter, and D also is a sentence starter because of that capital letter. So let's start with C. To accustom oneself to something is to, well, A, become familiar with it, or B, do it carefully. Well, I think A actually works better there. Let's just look at D just to make sure, though. So D, to distract oneself by doing something is to A, become familiar with it. That doesn't make sense. Or B, do it carefully. That doesn't work either. So the correct combination would be C, A, right? I would write on my paper on line number 1, C, A, and then I would actually write out the sentence. Now that we've done this one, why don't you try the next few? Remember to pause the video so that you can freeze this screen and actually complete the assignment. Question 3. Question 4. So for this one, let's look at it again. Let's start by just reading them all. A, has traveled a lot. B, a pedestrian is someone who. C, spends time with another person. Or D, a companion is someone who. So let's start by finding those capital letters, right? B or A both start with a capital letter, so we know those are the beginnings of the sentence. And then A and C are the ends because they have the periods. So a pedestrian is someone who has traveled a lot. Well, maybe, but I'm not sure that that fully works, right? Or spends time with another person. We know that one definitely doesn't work. So let's move to D then and try that one. A companion is someone who A, has traveled a lot. Nope, that doesn't really work. What about C, spends time with another person? That's our best option. So our answer to this question would be D and C. So you would, next to line number 4, write D, C, and then actually complete the sentence. I'm going to move through the rest of the slides for this lesson. Please make sure you pause the video on each one. Question 5. 6, 7, 8, only a couple more to go, 9, and 10. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you bring your completed work to class tomorrow. I will check it then.